So today we'll be talking about something that is well known to all of us. Why is software engineering such a much sought after profession? What makes it so?
We all know that software engineering is one of the engineering disciplines out there. For a few decades now, the demand for software engineers has been steadily rising. Software engineers get 3 times as many emails from recruiters on LinkedIn as the average professional.
According to the LinkedIn Learning blog, the median salary for an American software engineer is $112,000. That's impressive.
Yes, it is. But for us to understand the reason for the popularity of this field, we must understand what the field entails. What is software engineering? Software engineering is the systematic development of software. It is concerned with software conceptualization, software production, and maintenance. Now, how did this field come about? The first digital computers appeared in the 1940s, and the complexity of computing led to the division of hardware and software. Both these fields have grown tremendously since.
And there are several types of software engineers, right?
Yes, we can broadly classify software engineers under 6 categories. First come the front-end engineers who make the software look and feel like it's supposed to. Next are the embedded and application engineers who deal with smart devices. These include the IoT developers. Third are the infrastructure and cloud computing engineers who make sure that the developers have access to all the storage and computing needs. Then we have the machine learning and data science engineers who apply statistical methods to large amounts of data to help computers learn and improve. Next we have the mobile engineers who develop software specifically for mobile and handheld devices. Finally, the most important, test and quality assurance engineers who make sure that the software runs the way it's supposed to and you have a good experience while using it. The names of these broad categories also give you a general indication of the scope of their work.
That's a wide array of roles you mentioned. Are all of them equally popular and in demand?
No, that's not the case. A LinkedIn article from last December says that software engineering is one of the top 5 fastest growing fields today. But machine learning and data science engineers are the most in demand at the moment. Machine learning jobs have seen a 9.8x growth in the last year. There were about 2,000 open machine learning positions on LinkedIn in December 2017. A Forbes article from December 2017 also says that there was a 650% growth in data scientist positions since 2012.
And what about the other software engineering disciplines?
Among others, infrastructure and cloud computing engineers are relatively low in supply and demand. But the demand is about to shoot up due to the increased requirement for flexibility and scalability by enterprises today.
So the low supply and high demand translates into high pay.
Yes, and geography too can play an important role in deciding the pay. Like every other profession, the company you work for and the city you work in make a difference. As Bay Area is home to a large number of technology companies and also the biggest technology companies such as Apple and Google, it's not a surprise that the software engineers working here draw the largest paychecks. If we are to go by the statistics on the LinkedIn Learning blog, the median salary of a software engineer in the Bay Area is $142,000 per year.
And what's more, technology companies aren't the only ones looking to hire software engineers.
Exactly. With the internet taking over the world, we are all dependent on computers, which means we're dependent on software, and which in turn means that we are all dependent on software engineers. It could be a bank, it could be a retail chain, a hospital. They all need software engineers to help support their IT infrastructure. This is why the demand for software engineers continues to grow. It is expected that by 2020, there would be 1.4 million computing jobs with only 400,000 students to fill them. Even today, 60% of all STEM jobs are computing jobs.
So how does one work towards closing this gap?
The first step is to recognize the potential and the bright prospects offered by the world of software engineering. The only way to do it is to learn the subject. You can make a start in this direction by learning software programming, or coding as it's called, at an early age.
So even grown-ups who are interested in acquiring a new skill or who wish to polish their CV can start by learning coding.
Absolutely. It's a myth that you can learn coding only at a certain age. You can learn coding at any age, 6 or 60.
And it is highly recommended that kids learn coding today.
Yes, like I said earlier, there is no downside. There is only an upside to learning coding, and at an early age you can grasp better. It's no less than a life skill. Just like swimming, dancing, or even a sport, coding is a skill best learned at an early age. An after-school coding program like YoungWonks is your best bet.
Because this program will help you lay a solid foundation for your career aspirations as a software engineer.
Yes, most of the successful coders today started young. And even if you don't intend to pursue software engineering as a career, learning coding will still keep you in good stead and enhance your abilities in the other fields. It also helps you deal with software problems that you face as a consumer in a better way.
Thank you, Sachin, for your time. We hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the YoungWonks YouTube channel. Thank you.